Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam, and in today's video I will be doing a hard Stratascratch question. Now I just found this Stratascratch software, so if you see me trying to navigate it, I do apologize in advance. But this is a question that was asked in an Apple technical interview or a Microsoft technical interview, I'm assuming, based on these tags. And the name of it is most popular client for calls. So the thing with Stratascratch compared to LeetCode and Data Lemur, there's a large data set for the question. So it's important to always view the entire data set. And luckily, they actually give you a preview option. So we actually don't even need to write the code to view it. So that's actually very helpful. And this also means that we have to write the most optimal query and account for all of the different intervals, all of the different variables in each column. So let's read the question. Select the most popular client ID based on the count of the number of users who have at least 50% of their events from the following list: video call received, video call sent, video call received, video call sent. Okay, so let's write down the question. So we want count of the number of users who have at least 50% of their from here count, and we want the most popular client ID, and the most popular client ID will be defined by the count of the number of users who have at least 50% of their events from the following list. So the first step is to find the number of users who have at least 50% of their events from that following list. So let's get started. So we'll do select from fact events, and then we will do a user underscore ID because we're going to need them, and then we'll do a count. Okay, so we'll do a count case when, and we could take these brackets out, sorry about that, I'm just so used to using brackets. Case when event underscore type in, and we could just copy and paste them because they were generous enough to give it in the right format. Then one else null end. Now if you use the sum statement, then you could actually put 0 here, but since we're using count, we're gonna put null in there. And that's that. And then from there, what we'll do is we will calculate the next one. Not in, and let's run this code. Okay, so this is the total and this is the count. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll just add the user underscore ID, comma, and then run this one. Oh, group by user underscore ID. There you go. So now we have every user ID and the count of which there are where the value is this, and the count where the value is not that. Okay, that's great. Now, essentially what we need to do is divide this by the total amount for each one of these. So we could remove this, and then what we could do is we could divide by count, and we'll do times 1.0, and then close this, close that, and then we'll do times 100 as rate. Okay, I think it was that. All right, there we go. Now we have it, and we have the rate. So, and then we multiply by 100 to see the actual rate. And what we could do now is we could essentially just find the ones that are over 50%. So having, and essentially what you'll do is grab this statement, drop it here, over 50. Over or equal to 50, at least, because it says at least. And this answers number of users who have at least 50% of their events. So I could drop that there. And let's run this. So it's these two users. Okay, that's great. And then now what I'll do is I'm going to actually use a join function. So I'll do, there's so many ways of going about these, but I think for me, using a join function is just what I'm used to. And we'll do join, and then we'll join it with the original table, fact underscore events, c dot user underscore id equals e dot user underscore id on. And then what this will do is group everything. So let me show you guys how this will look. So this will have the user ID, and then it'll essentially show you, put both of the tables together. But what we want is the c dot user underscore ID, and then we want the e dot client underscore ID. Now let me show you how this will look. So now we have the user ID based on the client. That's awesome. Next, what we need to do is get the count. So I'm going to make this into another CTE. Select from CTE, and then we'll do count. Or actually, we don't need to make this a CTE just yet. So let's run this original one. Ooh. Yeah, let's run just this original one. Okay. And then we can run this one right here. Sorry about that, guys. One sec. There we go. Okay, and then here what we could do is we could actually just do this. And we can count. And we could execute this for now. Oh. There we go. Now we have the count, and then now we can make this into a CTE, or we could just, yeah, we'll have to make this into a CTE. With CTE as select client underscore ID from CTE limit 1. And I believe it's ordered. Is it? No, it's not. So we'll do by count as count, and then this should work. Oh, sorry. There we go. All right, and let's submit it, and it's been solved. Awesome. I know this one's a bit more complicated, but it did require a little bit more work, and I'm sorry for the noise. Again, it's because of renovations. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.